Hello and greetings from the void. Today, as you can see, we are in the training room and I will present you how important recharge speed can be, especially on the control wizard, how to use it to your advantage, and some tricks related to recharge speed on control wizard. First of all, now I am on the recharge speed build in combat, normally without any external sources, only with my own buffs and equipment. I got around 90% recharge speed, but what is important to be mentioned, that recharge speed have no cap. There is no 90% cap, no 120% cap as on some other ratings. You can get it as high as you want, basically as high as you can with all the equipment, all the powers and other stuff. And as I said, on this build I got around 90% recharge speed, sometimes higher, sometimes a bit lower, but yeah. What I will be presenting today, mostly I will focus on how to directly or indirectly get your companion damage higher, yeah. And this is by using those Lliira Bells, yeah. This one gives your companion additional 30% damage for 30 seconds. When you are on healing companion, it gives 30% more heal that companion provides to you, yeah. This one gives makes your companion cooldown slower by 10 seconds, indirectly making your companion do more damage or more heal, yeah. Because if your companion is able to use his power more often, then he can provide you more healing or more damage to the enemy. And this one is making your companion basically immortal for some fixed period of time. What is worth to be mentioned here, that those 30 seconds may be not visible for you, because this value depends on the ratings and on main stats. So on your tune you can see like 12 seconds. You shouldn't be able to see less than 10 seconds, because 10 seconds is the basic value, default value on this item, but for sure you can get it higher, yeah. And next thing that is worth to be mentioned is that I will be using this shield because of the equip power, and also this armor because of the equip power. Why those two, you may ask? Because as we know, the same powers shouldn't be able to trigger both at once. Well, and this is true, but those powers, to be honest, are not the same. Yes, even though they share the same naming, encounter reprieve, yes, here you can see it, also you can see it here, they are different. Why they are different? Because they provide you different values in the power they apply, yeah. For example, this one provide you 1.2 second cooldown on encounter. There is 10% chance for this on critical strike, as you can see. But this one provides you only 1 second less cooldown, yeah. And by that, these are different power. Same naming, different power. I believe this is also some kind of bug on the items, yeah. This is the same case when you try to use these boots and this headset, yeah. They share the same naming, Executioner's Zeal, yeah. also here, and the same power, exactly same power, because both provide you 3% action points when you kill an enemy. So they won't trigger at once. Only one of them will trigger. Yeah, there is no point to using them two at once. But if instead of this you would use this one, which have the same naming but different, provide you different value. Yeah, when the power is applied. And here is not 3% but only 1% action point. So when you use this and those boots, both of them would trigger. So to summarize, you can get 4% action points. Yeah. And here, to summarize, you can get 2.2 less cooldown on your powers. You cannot observe this as a buff on the list. It's very hard to be observed. The only way to observe this is when there is this counter, when your powers are going into the cooldown or your items are going into the cooldown. There is a counter with a number, yeah, counting down how long the recharge time left. Yeah. When the number will start shifting, like not going one by one, 8, 7, 6, 5, but when number will start shifting from 8 to 5 or from 8 to 6, yeah, or sometimes it even shifts from 8 to 9 and then going to 6, yeah, or to 5 even. The reason for this is that this triggered, yeah, one of those or both at once. Yeah, so this is the only way to observe this. And to not waste more of the time, I will now use my companion. I will summon the boss. I will use all of those, and I want for you to focus on the numbers here on the cooldowns. It should be 120 seconds, 2 minutes for each of them, but you will be able to see how significantly lower it gets when I will use this this power. Yeah, and sometimes you will be able to see this shifting regarding those powers. Yeah. The same you will be able to observe on encounter powers, and also I would like you to see how often this triggers and how often this triggers. Yeah, this gives 13.5% recharge speed and have no internal cooldown. Yeah, and this one gives 7.5 recharge speed, have 15 seconds cooldown, but because there is no minimum value by which you need to be healed, you can be even healed by only 1 HP point. Yeah, and it can also trigger. Yeah, that's why this triggers quite often. Yeah, so to not waste more time, I will summon the boss and just look how it works. Now I will use those Lliira Bells. Yeah. Okay. And now I will focus on attacking. He'll focus on looking at cooldowns. Yeah, I think you should be able to see how the numbers get significantly lower on those bells, also on those encounters, and I think you should be able to see how often those arms triggered. Yeah, there was the red shield icon here. Also, I hope that you've been able to see how often this triggered. Yeah. Yeah, so to keep the video short, I will end here, and in the next video I will show you some more tricks, still staying in the area of recharge speed, and still staying in the area of control wizard. So yeah, I hope that I helped someone with this video, and I hope that now you will understand better how recharge speed is important, and how some powers and some equip powers on your armor or other items can trigger. Yeah. So thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.